Hi everybody, this is Diane and I have 5 Stash Buster journals, the last 5. Yesterday I listed and sold very quickly the little ones and I'll be getting them ready to go. Hopefully I'll get them packed today. And today I'm going to be listing the larger journals. These are the Golden Book size. 2 of them are Golden Books, one is a Wonder book, and 2 of them are Rand McNally books. And I do have packets of ephemera for all 10 of the journals. I didn't have these gathered up when I showed the other journals, the little ones, but the little ones will be getting a pack of ephemera. Some of it is paper cutoffs from the papers that I used, and there are stamped pieces and die cut pieces and just pieces that came from ephemera packs and all sorts of things in there that you can play with. Now let's look at the journals. This one is Barbie the Babysitter. It's a very cute book. Barbie is babysitting these 2 twin boys. I didn't read the whole story, but you can tell by the pictures and whatever text that I did read. At least one of these boys is acting out and not behaving and giving her a hard time. This was 29 cents back in the day. It's in pretty decent shape. It does have someone's name written there. I added a butterfly die cut up there. So they have the same sorts of papers pretty much as in the littler book. So this is a piece of patterned cardstock and a pocket that was made out of wrapping paper. And I used, in this book, I used these little squares that were cut from the back of a Barbie calendar. And that's wrapping paper on that tag. They're all bound with 1-inch wires. There's, can you see that? Funky kind of graph paper. Uh, 1964 for this book. There's a postcard, wallpaper, a large index card. This is from a Kate Greenaway book, or no, it's from a book, but this is a Kate Greenaway illustration. And that is the other side. I think it was a book of spring and Easter. It was an alphabet book. It had some beautiful pictures. Lined orange paper, little golden book card. This is a pocket made out of gift wrap. And because I put that in there because Barbie's babysitting and she's earning money. And I also tucked some play money in there. And there's a little playing card. There's another pocket that came from my stash. It was just one of the pockets I had pre-made. Vintage gift wrap. Here's a Mrs. Coggs card, and somebody made this and I got it in a Happy Mail a long time ago, but it's got some really fun mixed media elements on it. This is a tablet from the Illinois Central Railroad, and this is a plant card from the plant greenhouse, and I put ledger paper on the back, lined paper. This came from another children's book. Again, wrapping paper on cardstock created this pocket, and there's another square from the calendar. There's a scrap of the orange lined paper and a digital, or not digital, a collaged card that I made. This is a real vintage page from a magazine. Just a little paper doll scarf there. And this came out of a little booklet of Barbie clothing and accessories little girls could wish for and beg their mommies for. Every new Barbie doll came with a little booklet so you could see what else you wanted. I put a little pickle bag in each book, and this, I think they all pretty much just have a scrap cut off piece of whatever papers I used tucked into the pickle bag that you can journal on. These are Stash Buster journals. If you haven't been watching, this It was a long tag. So I just folded it up. So I just pulled pockets that I had in my stash. I used some digitals that were in my stash. Lots of elements that just came from my stash to help me use some of it up. This is from Jack and Jill magazine from the 60s. This one has the Sweet Smell of Success certificate, and this one does have the scratch and sniff sticker. I cleaned up my space. Well, I cleaned up my area. I organized things and put things away, and I still didn't find the stickers, so I fear that they fell into the wastebasket. So some of the books didn't get the sticker. I'm just going to write scratch and sniff. And they still work. This is vintage, but it works. It's 1977. Because I scratched one, and it didn't smell like pineapple, though. I thought it smelled like bubblegum. Music flash card. There's another pocket that I had made. And this was just a little card that came out of a old notebook, a vintage notebook, and this card tag was in my stash. Pretty cardstock there. Here's a calendar page. Another Barbie image. Wrapping paper with a digital image on it. It's another children's book page. Piece of wallpaper border. I thought that was really fun. Look how naughty he's being. He's supposed to be in bed. He's up there watching TV. Here's a card. I might have gotten this in a Happy Mail because I'm pretty sure I didn't purchase that, but it's a fun card. Maybe you were supposed to cut that in half because it's got 2 different numbers and 2 places for names. There's a flash card, and I added another one of Celeste's die-cut butterflies there. She sent me a whole bunch of them in a Happy Mail. I love this vintage birthday card. Isn't that gorgeous? You could, if you wanted to, glue here, no, not here, here and here, and have a pocket there. I added this paper to the back because it had been glued into a scrapbook, so it was damaged on the back. Just added that little digital piece. Now he's into his daddy's shaving cream. Here's another pocket that I made out of vintage wallpaper, wrapping paper, and this is a collaged wrapping paper tag. We did at least one video on ideas on what to do with wrapping paper, so all these wrapping paper ephemera pieces came from those videos, or that video. She's finally got them to sleep and she can work on her homework. There's a tag in there, my signature's on the back. So every journal has a little pocket or bag like that with a tag and my signature. Barbie the Babysitter. Next we have The Little Red Hen. This is an older book, and the corners were very soft. The Wonder Book and Rand McNally books, they are wrapped around the covers. And the Golden books are not. They're just bookboard and paper, and you can actually see the board there. So the covers fray more easily on Golden books, but the paper is better quality. The papers in these sort of books, not that paper, that was a different book. These are more fragile. The older books are more fragile because they didn't use the best quality of paper. So I put scraps of paper on the edges so that they wouldn't tear. So that's one of the differences between the Golden books and the other books. So I did put corners on the Golden books. I did wrap paper around the edges where it was a raw edge, where I took the book apart. And you can see by the back that this is one of the older books, probably from the 40s. Another pocket made with wrapping paper and collage. This came out of an atlas, and I had made a little booklet out of it. It's been in my stash for a long time. And I added some play money in here. $19.42. This came out of another children's book. So I did have some chickens from other books that I added. Otherwise, there's really no theme to any of these journals. I added the Barbie pieces to this and the chicken pieces to that. And I think that's all the specialized editions that I did. All the pages are not in this book because at least one page was missing. I did add this page from a different book that has a chicken. I just had so many chicken things. See that one there? So I could do specialty things in this journal. So this came out of a different Little Red Hen. No, maybe it came out of the same book. So a page that I didn't use, maybe the other page was, maybe it was torn. I don't remember. I just made these and I don't remember. That's another of the greenhouse cards. That's a Little Red Hen story from a bigger book. There's another piece of scrap paper that looks like money. And somebody had sent me this tag. It had the card that was the gingham, and then it had these little fabric leaves glued on there, but all this empty space. So I found a music page. It actually came out of this. I didn't use all the pages in this book because there were a lot of pages. And I found The Farmer in the Dell. So I just cut out a couple pieces of that and added it. There's the pickle bag with the piece of cut off paper. Another card that I had made in my stash, and I added a piece of ephemera there. I think that's Tim Holtz ephemera. This was just a card cut from a collaged piece. I just collaged a bunch of stuff on file folder. That one has the sticker. A desk memorandum. I have a tablet of that and I love it. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Music flashcard. It's just the accent sign. Wrapping paper again. This was a collaged master board. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of gift wrap. I think that animal piece is so cute. But it's kind of busy because of all the fruit back here and then all the different pieces here, but the colors blend together nicely. And this was just a leftover digital tag that I had from a journal that I created. There's the calendar page and a playing card. I added a little Tim Holtz girl there. I think the page that's missing, there might be more than one page missing, but I know the page is missing that where the red hen says, the bread is baked, who will help me eat it? And all the animals had said no along the way of all the steps to getting it done, and they all wanted to eat it. I will, said the cat. I will, said the pig. And she said, no, I will eat it myself, said the little red hen. You know that story, right? I just, this is wrapping paper. I just added a cut off strip of paper in that little ephemera piece. Wallpaper border. There she is with her little chicks, and they are going to eat that loaf of bread with no help from the other animals who would not help her in all the other steps. Another chicken from another book. A flashcard with a butterfly. A beautiful greeting card. Look at that behind her. Let me open this. There we go. So if you open it, it's like a little window back there. There she is standing on her stool. So it's a mirror here. I guess that's what it is. It's a mirror, so you can see the back of her when you open it up. You can see her there, and her family is at the door. It's so cute. But it was glued to the scrapbook here and here, so I just added those elements. There's a pocket and a little piece of digital ephemera, cut off piece of paper with digital. This was a cut off piece from the larger Little Red Hen story. I just liked that image. I think they've all turned their back on her when she wants help. My signature. And then we have Mother Goose. This is adorable. Even though this was not a golden book, the corners still needed, they were getting tattered, so I did put corners on this book. So I will talk less and just kind of flip through here. That right side up. There we go. I just added some glued elements to finish these up. These are actually, these ladies, I have this really old catalog. I did. It was in terrible, terrible condition. Some of it was mildewed, so I had to take it all apart. But this page was good, and I made this. This is a copy of it, but it is an antique piece that I have. It's from the 1912 or something. This is from a little school picture book. You can put your classmates' pictures there. The images in this are just gorgeous. I love these pictures. This is a card that was in my stash for a long time. Just a piece of speckled cardstock with some washi tape on it. This came from another children's book. A shy little kitten. Uh-oh. That got stuck in there. I'm afraid I'm going to tear the gift wrap. And if I do, I'm just going to take the page out. I poked a hole in it. There, got it out. So I will put some washi tape down here because it got a little tear and a poke when I was trying to get this piece out. This is just a cut off piece of scrapbook paper, and that's a digital. And inside it is, this isn't glued in, a vocabulary card with spray ink. I'm going to put this here so I remember to go back and patch those. I love this book page, this children's book. I used the cover to make a smash book quite a while ago. I had some pages left over. This is from a children's book. It's different images from the days of the week. Pickle bag, scrap of paper in there. This page I just added these little die cuts that I had. This is a cut-off piece, and that's a collaged piece, and this is a collaged piece. I did some embossing on that. That's a piece of antique music, sheet music, and a Tim Holtz butterfly there. She packed up her potential and all she had learned, grabbed a cute pair of shoes, and headed out to change a few things. This is wrapping paper here. This is from another nursery rhyme book. Wallpaper border. Flashcard. Here's the vintage greeting card in here. Beautiful. Dogwood blossoms. Mother Goose. Oh yeah, that's there so I can remember to do something. Singing games. This is a little golden book, and I had to put the metal on the corners. But you know what I noticed, which I never noticed until I took the book apart and started creating with it, is the front cover is narrower than the back cover. But it's something different. It's another old one. And this is illustrated by Corinne Malvern, one of my favorites. I love the way this pocket looks. I added this little cut-off piece and a digital piece. A collage tag is in there. And the play money. I got that play money at a flea market. And this is 1947, this book. And like I said, this had a lot of pages with it, so I put in either 10 or 12 of the pages from the book, and I saved the rest so I can cut them up and use some of those gorgeous illustrations. That's a stamped piece, stamped onto colored paper. This is just an ephemera piece that I've had in my stash for a while. I stamped the butterfly. It's corrugated cardstock back there. This is wallpaper and one of the original book pages. It's a stamped piece on vellum. This one has an acetate pocket and a real cigarette card in there. I made this pocket with a piece of tissue paper on cardstock. I didn't realize, I just added this one and I didn't realize there's another pocket made out of the same tissue paper later on in this book, but that's okay. There's a denim pocket that I got for, I can't remember, it was really, really, really cheap, 12 cents or something like that. And I had two of them. So they both got used in, one was in the little journals and this one is here. It's got a digital doily and a piece of wrapping paper. When I say wrapping paper, they're always backed with cardstock. I think you can probably tell that. This one didn't get the sticker. This is wrapping paper, and this one's not backed. If it's just a page, it's not backed. A collaged tag that I made. These are digital tags. You're supposed to fold that together so it would have a front and a back, but I just glued it on as a pocket in this case. Wrapping paper or wallpaper border. So they all have the same pages, but there are differences within. Beautiful, beautiful vintage gift card, greeting card. Here's that other pocket that I made. This is a cut-off piece, and I added a digital image. Love this cardstock, very heavy. I made a little side pocket there. That's a copy of one of my postcards. And a tally card that I decorated. And I stamped that image. And the last one is adorable. It's the bunny twins. It has a different feel to this cover. Where's the other Rand McNally? This one. Completely different. This one was laminated and some of the, I think some of the plasticky stuff peeled off. This one is a matte. I love the way this cover feels, and I just love these little bunnies. They are so cute. This one is a digital ephemera piece, and I glued it to some dyed paper. You can open it up. It's got vintage cellophane tape there. This is 1964, I think. This is wrapping paper. Again, these are reinforced because the paper was more fragile. This is from a different book. It's Songs of Joy from the Bible. And a Winky Tootin' song by James Whitcomb Riley. Look at that. It's just such a cute illustration. This is just paper. It came out of a book, but I figured it was enough to tuck a little math card, I think. No, it's a vocabulary card. It's not one of the really old ones, though. This I made with my Cricut. I think only one of these big books didn't get the sticker. Several of the little ones didn't get one. And I'm sorry that I lost the stickers. Wrapping paper. Wallpaper border. Really pretty. Made a pocket here. This is a copy, I think it's a copy of one of my postcards that I own. And that's a digital. This had a tear or something up here, so I added that little scrap and the words "Shine Brightly." These bunnies are having so much fun all day. This is a fun birthday card. If you wanted to take this out, you could, and add this back in, trim that off, add it back in to a pocket, and then this is perforated. It's a jigsaw puzzle. So you can make a little puzzle. This is made with wrapping paper. Love that little ducky up there. And there we go. The last page of the book is glued to the end paper. Sometimes the Rand McNally books did that. So that's it. I have 5 journals in my shop. We have Mother Goose, the Bunny Twins, Singing Games, the Little Red Hen, and Barbie the Babysitter. I hope that you enjoyed this flip through, and if you're interested, you can follow the link that's in the description box and go right to my shop and see which books are left. I listed the little books at 8 o'clock in the morning. Actually, I put it in like 10 of, and they were snatched up so quickly my head was spinning, which is a good thing. It just surprised me because for some reason the wire-bound books in the past haven't always sold super fast, but these did. So I'm not sure about the big ones, how fast they're going to go. So I am going. My friend in California, she was up at like, I think she said it was 5:20 and the books were already gone. So I'm gonna make this later in the day, but I think it'll still be when the video goes up. I'll just make the video go up later. Okay, so when you see the video, they're in the shop, unless they're sold. Thank you very, very, very much for your support of my shop. It's very gratifying that you guys go right to my shop and purchase journals when I put them in there. It's just wonderful and unexpected, and I love it. So remember, you'll be getting a packet of ephemera with each journal, and have fun. Good luck. If you see a book here you want, good luck. I hope you get it. I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.